Skyrocketing inflation is forcing homeowners to question if they made a right choice by becoming homeowners. Are the growing out-of-control monthly expenses stretching the budgets too thin? In this video, I will cover what are the monthly costs that are rising for everybody and how they are putting a big strain on their daily lifestyle and their emotional lifestyles. Let's start with property taxes. The median home price of homes have gone up, and the property tax for a single family medium home has gone up 25% from 2019 to 2023. As the home values go up, your property values go up. And if you're buying a new home, you're buying the new homes at a higher price, so your property tax will be higher based on your current purchase price.
Property tax increases in the past 4 years varied by state, with New Jersey, Connecticut, and New York seeing the highest average property tax increases, while West Virginia, Alabama, Arkansas, and Mississippi saw the lowest.
In some states, property taxes has risen significantly, and if you feel your assessment is overvalued, there is a way to dispute that. You can call your local realtor who can help you dispute the property tax charges, or you can call an attorney or your county assessor's office, and they can help you out, and you can dispute the property taxes and you can reduce as much as you can. Without a doubt, the biggest increase overall in monthly expenses for homeowners are the new insurance premiums. They are skyrocketing. Insurance rates have gone up. Like states in California, especially in Orange County where I'm at, and where there's fire hazards and fire danger zones, our insurance has doubled and tripled. Florida has tripled as well. Home insurance is out of control. Home insurance premiums rose about 20% from 2021 to 2023, with expected continued increases.
The average annual homeowners insurance rates in the U.S. increased from $1,984 in 2021 to $2,377 in 2023. One estimate from Insurify predicts average annual rates will rise to roughly $2,500 by the end of 2024.
Lately, in the last few years, and climate change may be playing a big part of this, is that we have had severe fire danger, wildfires in California and other states. We have had severe storms like in Florida, the Milton storm, the Helen storm, the Ian storm. They are at historic proportions. The hailstorms, the tornadoes, the rains are increasing in Texas, in Oklahoma, and other states. Winds are increasing. So all these natural disasters have made the insurance company almost broke, and they are passing on their costs to us homeowners.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us this Sunday. Tonight, firefighters are busy from the west to the east. Wildfires have burned across New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania this weekend, filling skies with smoke and claiming at least one life. In California, fire crews are making progress against the massive mountain fire north of Los Angeles.
The last few storms in Florida and South Carolina in that area has made significant damages. The damages are in historic proportions, into the billions, 20 billion, 30 billion, 50 billion. And all these has already caused an insurance hike. And there will be more hikes coming along because the recovery will be in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. It's that much of a damage. And that is going to increase your homeowner's insurance in the coming next 3, 4, 5 years as these insurance companies pay out a lot of premiums and benefits.
In a record-tying third time this year, a hurricane slammed straight into the state of Florida.
Our island was devastated by Hurricane Helene, and now we're getting a gut punch with Milton.
In more than 150 years, it's only happened 5 other times.
The increase in premiums of insurance varies state by state and county by county, and of course in what kind of zoning you are in.
With the increase of hazardous weather, lots of major insurers are leaving areas, and it's not limited to California and Florida anymore. Like, we're seeing that in Colorado and like other areas where wildfires, tornadoes are common.
States like California, Florida, South Carolina, Texas are among the states that have had the highest increases in their monthly premiums and will still go up.
Those states are seeing the biggest spike in insurance rates, with Florida leading the pack. The average annual rate for insurance in Florida was nearly $11,000 in 2023, which is more than $8,600 than the U.S. average.
Even though the home insurance premiums are spiking, a lot of the homeowners, especially the ones who have mortgages, most bankers and lenders require to have insurance. So even if you wanted to cancel the insurance, you cannot cancel. Some of the premiums have gone up from $2,000 a year to $6,000 a year to $8,000 per year. The strain on homeowners is true, and the monthly expense can spike anywhere from $3,000 a month to $10,000 a month on your total bills when you add up the property taxes and the insurance costs and the other costs that I'm going to tell you about next. In the housing industry, we have an affordability crisis. Rising home prices outpacing income has created an affordability challenge. 82% of the home buyers are now regretting their purchase of their home, with 44% incurring additional cost on their monthly budget and to maintain their daily lifestyle. One of the biggest reasons we are seeing a strain on homeowners is because our mortgage and household expenses is about 30 to 40% of our total income. 20-30 years ago, it used to be 20%. That means 20% of your payments or your income went to household expenses, mortgage payments, insurance payments, property taxes. Now it's about 30% or more. In some of the counties or some of the cities like Los Angeles, some of them are paying 40 to 50% of their paycheck towards their household expenses, which is way too high. People are living paycheck to paycheck. Yes, due to the increased value of homes over the last 10 years, homeowners are house rich but poor when it comes to payments. They have a lot of equity in their home, but that equity is of no value until they sell their home or until they pull the equity out. So if they pull the equity out, that increases their mortgage payment if they take out a HELOC loan or a second mortgage. So people are sitting at high equity, but that does not help their day-to-day lives because the money is stuck in their equity in their house and there's nothing they can do about it. The other major strain that's putting on homeowners is the rising cost of maintenance and repairs due to the high inflation and shortage of a lot of these materials. The cost of materials and labor for home maintenance and repairs has surged due to supply chain issues and inflation. Routine repairs or upgrades now place a much heavier burden on household budgets.
This historic home is Meg Thoman's American dream.
We bought the house in April of 2012. The decking on top.
But skyrocketing costs have also made it a financial nightmare. And the biggest money drain, maintenance and repairs, an average of more than $6,500 a year.
The rising costs keep getting higher and higher. And one of those costs is your utility bills and energy cost. Utility bills, including electricity, heating, and water, have increased in many regions, adding to the regular expenses homeowners must cover each month, particularly impacting those areas where there are severe weather and storms.
Why are utility bills so high? One of the primary reasons your utility bills might be soaring is due to the complex interplay of energy production and distribution. In the U.S., natural gas and oil are produced by companies, not the government, and these companies sell to the highest bidder.
While homeownership and expenses keep going up, the increase in wages or the salary has not kept up with the pace. So this adds to the additional burden of homeowners keeping up with the expenses that keep rising every year. And also there are a lot of homeowners who have owned their home for 20, 30 years and they are now on fixed income. So when the monthly expense increases, your property tax, your insurance, your utility bills, your maintenance cost, all the homeowners with fixed income cannot keep up with it. In fact, some of them in Florida have left their homes and gone because they cannot pay for any expenses for repairs, let alone the monthly increased association fees and insurance and property taxes and utility bills. And talking about homeowners association, a lot of the buyers and homeowners bought brand new homes or like brand new homes. And a lot of the builders now have association fees. A lot of the townhomes have association fees. Condominium complexes have association fees. And those fees have gone up significantly higher because as the insurance cost increases, the homeowners community are also slapped with high insurance premiums and they pass on those premiums to the owners in increased homeowners association. So one, the homeowners are paying higher insurance cost, then they're paying, if they have association, higher association cost, which is largely due to the insurance cost to the homeowners community, which they pass on to the homeowners themselves. So it's a huge dilemma that is here to stay. In fact, I did a video a few weeks ago, link will be at the end. Housing market collapse, 56,000 homes are vacant in Florida. Check it out. It'll give you a perspective of what's happening. If you need to adjust your property taxes and figure out a way to cut your expenses, consult an attorney, talk to your assessor's office, or call a local realtor, and they'll help you find new insurance companies or help you see where you can cut expenses. If you need a referral for a realtor in your local neighborhood, direct message me and I'll be glad to help you out. Thanks for watching. I am Mike Patel, Home Savvy Central.